Well, a very good evening to each and every one of you, and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester with me, Ms. Belinda Scandal.
And me, Mr. Mark.
We've got a corker of a show coming up for you today. We really have. In just a minute, we're going to be speaking to a very lovely lady.
Yes, Joan Kempson.
Joan Kempson, who's going to be telling us all about her upcoming performance.
Yes, and also we'll be reflecting on her roles in Coronation Street and Early Doors and, well, whatever.
And a load more. Plus, we are talking party season with the one and only Kerry. She's going to be telling us all about that. This is setting up to be a wonderful show. It is selling like absolute pigging hotcakes.
Really, really.
It really, really is.
Yes.
How are you then?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm all right, yeah. Have
Yes.
you done anything exciting this week? I mean, it seems like you've hung around with all the monsters that we could possibly find.
Really?
Where have you been? You at some sort of sci-fi convention?
I
this
did.
week?
I went to a sci-fi festival in Ashton-under-Lyne.
Yes.
I bumped into Chewbacca, one of your ex-boyfriends,
Yes.
of course. Davros,
Yes.
and yes, Darth Vader.
Right.
Sent his love.
Does he?
Yes, yes.
Been
Is
a
he your
while.
father?
He is.
And all kinds of people. Yes, it was rather exciting.
So what was that for then? Because you don't think of smaller places.
Well, there's a charity based in Tameside called Hyde Fundraisers.
Right.
And they've been raising funds for all kinds of charities.
Do you know what I did last night? I watched the TV BAFTAs.
Oh, did you?
We were there, as you can see by this picture. But it was dominated, wasn't it, by adolescents. Did you ever watch Adolescents?
No.
Oh, my God. So it's this programme, and it's like 6 episodes or 8 episodes, something like this, all shot in one take. Not each episode, obviously, it's
That
broken
just
down.
made a shiver go through my
But
spine.
I know, could you imagine? And it's wonderful. Some amazing actors in
Yes, so
there as
who's
well.
in that then?
Loads of good people.
Yeah, but who?
Stephen Graham, of course, he
Well,
won.
I was waiting. Stephen
won.
Graham won.
Yes.
And the
Owen
actor who
Cooper
played his wife as well.
Owen
also
Cooper,
won.
young lad. I think he's one to watch out for. Now, you've brought us a very special guest, haven't you?
I have indeed.
Set it up for us, Flower. Who is this lovely lady that's hanging around in the wings there?
She's just doing a bit of cleaning out there. Because, of course, she was the cleaner in Early Doors. She was Winnie. Yes.
Mandela.
No, Winnie the cleaner. And also, of course, in Coronation Street, she played 2 sisters.
Both of them.
Yes, she did. So she played Ed Miller, who worked in the factory and was a barmaid.
At the same time.
Died in Dougie Ferguson's bed.
Oh.
And then she came back as her sister for her funeral.
We need to speak to
Let's hear more.
Let's hear more.
Joan Kempson.
Edna, your work is costing these girls a lot of money. And me.
Me? Your mind's not on your job, dear.
My work's fine.
Edna, not even you'd wear the knickers you've made.
Oh, this isn't about my work, is it? This is just an excuse to have a go at me for talking to Ken Barlow.
That was you.
Yes, it was, and now they're victimising me. Tell them we're not standing for it.
Yeah. Tell him you'll all go another week without bonuses because Edna's dragging you down.
Oh, that's flipping blackmail, that is. I stood up for you lot. I made it public knowledge the way he treats us.
I've got your last wage packet and your P45.
You sack me and we're all out. We'll go on strike.
And here we are. Welcome, Joan.
Thank you. Great to be here.
What a varied career you've had.
I certainly have, yes. I was one of the fortunate ones because I started in small theatre productions, was seen by the right people, and it just catapulted me from there.
So what's been the highlight of your career?
Oh, well, for some reason, and don't judge me on this, I always wanted to do Misery.
Oh.
And they did a stage adaptation at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Noreen Kershaw was directing.
Oh, yeah.
And she brought me in, and I was up against all the Liverpool actors because Liverpool, they do stick together,
Yes.
and they wanted a Liverpool actress. And I got it, obviously, you know. So, it was one of the most enjoyable, if you could call it that.
Yeah,
you know,
yes,
getting
yes.
the chopper out and all that.
And you've been in so many famous and popular productions.
Yes.
I think Clocking Off was
Clocking Off.
Yes.
Clocking Off, let me see, that came from, now, here's a little story. My agent at the time, I do have to give her a pat on the back. I've got you this audition. It's for a film called Dockers, filmed in Liverpool, but they're asking for Liverpool actors. So when you walk in the room, you're going to have to. And I said, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can do it when I'm on the set, but I can't pretend to be a Liverpudlian. I was terrified. And a crew member came out and said, hi. And I just went, terrified that I'd have to do the accent. Got in the room, and of course, I forgot all about, and I was just talking like myself. And the director said, you're not from Liverpool, are you? And I said, no, but when I was a child, my mum used to take me and my sister to New Brighton on the ferry for the day. And that's all I said. And he didn't show any reaction to it, but that's what got me the job.
Once you were in Coronation Street, I think most people recognise you from that. How did that come about?
What I've skipped to there is, after doing Dockers, I was seen for clocking off.
Right.
And the first thing they said to me was, did you enjoy Dockers? So that's what got me clocking off.
Yes, these things often
Did the first series of clocking off, then Corrie approached me.
Yeah.
And my agent said, look, this is a dilemma because Corrie want you as a regular, but you've got clocking off and it's going again. And when it goes again, it's your episode, your character's episode. And I said, very quick decision. I am impulsive. I just said, clocking off. Think about it, Joan, think about it, because when that's over, I said, no, I've made my mind up. Fortunately, Corrie at first said, oh, okay, we'll move on. And then they came back and said, we still want her, we'll work around her. So I did both at the same time.
What are you working on currently?
Currently, I've got a theatre company together.
Right.
Eyeline Theatre and Productions.
Okay.
And I've just come from a first rehearsal of 2 short plays. They're going on at Z Arts in Hume in the studio. And one is half an hour, the other one is 10 minutes. So it'll be like an hour. So we're calling it Lunch and a Play.
Oh, right.
Because they're on in the afternoon.
Lovely.
The other one is called Legacy.
Yeah.
Very short play, but very, it gets your attention because it's a couple and the father is, he doesn't talk to his son. He's really, really fell out with him for what he's done. And we don't find out until the end what the son has done.
Right.
And then it's like, you just want to say to the father at the end, never assume.
It sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very varied and fantastic career. And thank you so much for coming on our show today to tell us all about it.
Can I just say,
yes.
The plays are on from the 1st to the 6th of June.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll all be coming up on the screen.
As we speak.
Indeed.
Yes. Excellent.
Oh,
Thank you so much for your time. Joan Kempson, everybody.
Thank you.
The Choir of Man is a show about 9 friends in a pub. It's all about local community, good times and songs that we all know.
This is the first time we've been on a UK and Ireland tour, which is so special. It's going to be great to show new people this show. We've been in the West End for 4 years, but now we get to go on the road. There's so many instruments, singing, 9-part harmonies, dancing.
It's going to remind people why communities matter and why friends matter.
So guys, it's of course me and Mark, and we're about to tell you about the perfect week to do things, which is this week, everybody. The city is giving culture, energy, food, and just a little bit of luxury. So we're about to show you exactly where you need to be. Let's get into it. Let's first of all talk about food, because this weekend, well, it's a moment. The South Manchester Food Festival is happening from May the 16th and the 17th at Wythenshawe Park, and it's not just a grab-and-go food thing. No, we're talking, well, created street food, chef-led demos, cocktails, music, atmosphere. It's giving me summer energy, even if the weather is not fully cooperating.
And during the week, Manchester's food scene is already elite, of course, with brunch spots, late-night dining, hidden gems, all of it. And for something a bit more elevated, art and culture.
Indeed. Now, at the Depot Mayfield, the mystery of Banksy is running all week, and it's immersive, dramatic, and very Instagram-worthy. The exhibition presents unprecedented collections featuring approximately 200 pieces from the acclaimed street icon, including graffiti, photographs, sculptures, video installations and prints on diverse materials such as canvas, fabric, aluminium, forex and plexiglass, all exclusively produced and assembled in this special showcase here in the heart of Manchester.
I was hoping for forex. This is where you want to go when you have plans and they feel a bit more aesthetic.
Yes.
Yes, and then of course there's music.
There is.
Pray tell.
Meatloaf's band, the Neverland Express, returns to the UK this May for the biggest dates yet, with their show celebrating Meatloaf performing all the legendary rock icons' most loved hits. Following on from a hugely successful tour in 2024, the band will bring their Never Stop Rocking tour to Birmingham Symphony Hall on the 14th and, of course, the Bridgewater Hall on the 15th of May.
Then there's the Heated Rivalry Club, which is skating back into Manchester, and this time they're going bigger than ever. After 2 completely sold-out parties and phenomenal demand, they're taking over the iconic O2 Ritz, Manchester, for the biggest heated rivalry party yet, inspired by the viral sensation that is a night built on tension, proximity, and the kind of chemistry you can't ignore.
Expect a soundtrack worthy of your favourite locker room glances and slow burn moments. The DJs will be spinning the music in the Heated Rivalry soundtrack, your favourite edits and late night power play of the greatest pop and queer club anthems.
Now, experience an evening of Doctor Who on the big screen with Recovered, the Daleks' master plan, which comes to home. This special event presents the first 3 episodes of 1965 serial, The Daleks' Master Plan, 2 of which were recently discovered from a private film collection. Oh, aye. Alongside a programme of discussion with guest contributors, including Doctor Who legend Peter Purvis. What a treat for Whovians.
Now for theatre.
Yes, and then at the Lowry Bank of Dave, the musical is on throughout this week. And we sent our very own Ashley Stone to see the musical adaptation of Dave Fishwick's fabulous story. So, watch this.
Ashley Stone here for your Manchester, and I'm just outside the Lowry Theatre, where, as you can see behind me, the man himself, Dave, Bank of Dave fame, has just arrived in his fabulous van. So I'm going to go and check out and see how brilliant this show will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most important decision you'll ever make in your entire life is the partner you choose. And I was so lucky 32 years ago to meet Nicky Fishwick. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Fishwick! Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you for coming. You're all absolutely amazing. If it wasn't for you, nothing would happen. Thank you so much from myself and all the team, the cast and everybody else. We love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Good night, God bless you, everyone.
Hi, Ashley Stone here for your Manchester, and I'm in the heart of the Lowry Theatre, where I've just been watching The Bank of Dave. It is an absolutely brilliant, brand spanking new musical full of fantastic northern grit, and it is, of course, the classic story from Burnley of David and Goliath, and of course, Dave Fishwick's task to make his own lending bank company. It's absolutely brilliant, sensational performances, standout musical numbers. It is a brilliant, laugh out loud musical full of northern grit and the biggest heart you will ever see. It does, of course, tell the story of the one and only Dave Fishwick and his torrid tale, which is kind of a true story. It runs here at the Lowry Theatre until the 16th of May, and I will give it a 5 out of 5.
Exhilarating, northern, funny. Funny!
The fact that it's true and honest and proper Northern, I think is instantly likeable. I've laughed out loud a few times. It reminds me a bit of Blood Brothers meets Jamie, meets Kinky Boots. Of all that honest, high energy.
The music is fantastic, the songs are brilliant, the dancing is incredible. It's so nice to hear and it's really refreshing to hear.
The singing is phenomenal and all the numbers are just so relatable.
The atmosphere tonight is electric. Everyone on that stage is 10 out of 10. They are so talented. It is truly one to watch and it restores your faith in the goodness and kindness of people.
Joyful, northern and proud. The heart and the humour, they both shine through in this show.
The comedy part is really good. It's nice, it's funny. I think this one has changed my whole foresight on musicals. It's absolutely fabulous.
It's brilliant. I'm really, really enjoying it. Theatre is supposed to be fun, and this is fun with a capital F. It's a great night out.
The set design, the acting, the directing, everything from across the board, it's astounding.
So a show that's getting a lot of hype at the moment is, of course, Party Season. It's going to be at the Lowry very, very soon. And to tell us all about it is Kerry. Kerry, welcome to the show. Tell us all about this.
Well, it's a show that essentially we follow a group of parents through 3 kids' parties through a weekend. And I think I should probably preface this by saying it's not a show for kids. It's definitely a show for adults. And we follow one character through those 3 parties who is just kind of trying to work out what the hell's going on, essentially. And what we found is that those environments where you're kind of thrown together with other parents that maybe aren't people you know, wouldn't necessarily choose to spend time with, don't share many political values or morals or ideas, or have very different upbringings, and they are very fertile ground for many a mishap and misunderstanding and lots of japes and scrapes, basically.
So you say it's not family friendly, but according to our information, there is a baby friendly matinee. What's that about?
That means that because our sort of marketed target audience can be for this show people with kids, and obviously they're the ones really struggling to get any sort of childcare. That's sort of the point of the play, is that those parents are kind of consumed by everything they're having to do for their kids. And so what we've done is our matinees are kind of babes in arms shows where if you've got a little one and you're dying to see the show, you can bring your baby along and not worry about them making any noise, you having to get up, leave the room, come back, etc. It will be a much more kind of relaxed environment. So you wouldn't need to worry about any of that stuff.
But what's the actual story of this then?
So like I said, we follow this one character called Xander and his son Felix through these kids' parties, and they're all happening across one weekend, which I'm sure if there are any parents listening to this will strike fear in their hearts because they're so overstimulating and competitive, and like I said, you're kind of thrown into environments that you'd, I'm sure, much rather not be in, and you have to talk to people you'd much rather not be speaking to, and this character of Xander has come back to Bristol after the death of his father, and his partner has gone off for the weekend, and he's been left in charge of getting his son to these 3 parties across the weekend. And he's never met any of these people before, and I think it's safe to say he's feeling quite uncomfortable in a lot of those environments. But we also try and make all of our shows have such a strong element of comedy and nostalgia as well. So although obviously I've mentioned that it's, we talk about parenting a lot, it's not only for parents and parents in the audience. I think there are so many moments in the show where you could think about yourself as a kid and your own parties that you had, and also potentially recognize your parents in some of these parents or people that you know. And I'm not sure, that would be a good thing or a bad thing in some cases. But certainly, yeah, we try and aim so that the audience can recognize themselves or people they know in elements of the show.
So you open tomorrow night and run until Saturday, which is the 16th of May. For those kind of just thinking, should they come, should they not? What would you say?
I guarantee you will laugh. I guarantee you will laugh. Whether you laugh with us or at us, I cannot be sure, but you will definitely laugh. It's only an hour and a half long, so if you hate it, you're not sat there for very long, so it's fine. We are deliberately making theatre for non-theatre goers, for people that maybe, I did a bit of drama in school, but I don't really, I don't really go in for that anymore. This might be the one for you, because all we're asking is for you to come and have a great time, and hopefully you will.
So thank you very much to Kerry. Sounds good?
Doesn't it just?
I love a party.
Yes, I believe you do. I like a Tupperware party.
Do you?
Yes.
I like a knickers party.
Oh, really?
And I also like Sunday evenings at the Eagle Bar.
Do you?
It saves me a fortune on having a colonoscopy. So, anyway, unfortunately we are for today out of time. What's on the show next week, please, Mr. Mark?
Well,
yes,
Dale Vickers is coming in.
Who does he play in Corrie? Because you've got to tell everybody, they'll know who he is.
He's playing Raphael.
Raphael over at Chariot Square Hotel, everybody.
Yes.
We're excited to speaking to him and loads more besides. Check out all our socials.
Yes, we're on Tickery Talk.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
And whatever, Cakebook.
And Cakebook, everybody.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Or is that just for Sarah Lee? Who knows? Thanks for joining us. Catch us all next week, only on
Your Manchester.